When it comes to picking a relational database, you might find yourself comparing two options, PostgreSQL and MySQL. And this isn't an easy decision as there are many similarities between them. But give me a couple of minutes and I think I can guide you in the right direction. And I have a joke to share about PostgreSQL and MySQL written by artificial intelligence. You won't want to miss it. So before we explore how they are different, let's briefly ask how PostgreSQL, also known as Postgres, and MySQL are similar, because they do share a number of similarities. For example, both are relational database management systems. Relational database management systems, RDBMS, which means they organize data into tables. Both rely on SQL, or structured query language, which is the standard language for interaction with management systems. With SQL, analysts don't need to know where a given table is, like, for example, an order table. We don't need to know where it resides on disk or how to perform the lookup to find a specific order in that table, or how to connect that order table to another table, like a customer table, together, because the database compiles the query and figures out all of the correct data points. And both also support JSON, so that's the JavaScript object notation to store and transport data. But PostgreSQL and MySQL offer fundamentally different value propositions. So Postgres is one of the most compliant, stable, and mature relational databases available today, and it's very good with complex queries. Postgres is object relational, and it appeals to enterprise database administrators responsible for managing online transaction processing. That is OLTP, and OLTP firmly goes under the PostgreSQL column. And it provides those protocols for business activities like e-commerce, like customer relationship management, and like financial ledgers. It's also ideal for managing the analytics of the data received, created, and generated. Now, why is that? Well, some of the benefits of Postgres are, first of all, related to performance and to scalability. So Postgres has a number of performance and scalability features, including extensive data analysis across multiple data types. There's also MVCC, that's multi-version concurrency control, and that enables the simultaneous occurrence of write operations and reads. And there's also business continuity support with Postgres, and that's provided with high availability of services through asynchronous or synchronous replication methods across servers. If you need to process complex queries with multiple data type support, and if you're looking for a database with great concurrency control, Postgres should be your go-to option. Now, MySQL, on the other hand, is an open source relational database management system that's been around for a long time. It's very well established, and it's known for being easy to use and being very fast, making it a popular choice for web applications in particular. MySQL is typically used for smaller scale web apps that don't need the same level of performance and complexity as enterprise applications, although it is used sometimes there as well. And some of the other benefits of MySQL are just the ease of use. It's a very easy to use database system, and it's also been very, very optimized fast to get it up and running and get started. And that really goes to my next point, which is speed. So for the support for high-speed partial indexes, there's full text indexes, and there's unique memory caches that can result in superior database performance. And there is also support for scalability with MySQL, with support for unlimited storage growth and a small footprint. If you're looking for a fast, easy-to-use database for small to medium-sized web applications, MySQL is a great option. Oh yeah, and I don't want to forget my AI-generated joke created by a generative pre-trained transformer. It basically goes something like this. There's a MySQL database administrator, and they were showing a Postgres data admin around his office. So the MySQL admin showed her the server room. It's stacked full of servers, and the PostgreSQL admin was impressed. Then the MySQL admin showed her the room where the backups were stored, racks and racks of storage. Very impressive, the Postgres admin said. And then finally, the MySQL administrator took her to the room where the developers worked. The Postgres administrator was shocked to see that there was only one developer working there. Why do you only have one developer? She asked. Because, the MySQL administrator replied, with MySQL, we don't need any more. Maybe it's just me, but I actually do see the humor in that, because MySQL is powerful yet easy to use. It doesn't need a lot of development resources. So look, broadly speaking here, if you need a database for an enterprise application that can handle complex queries and multiple data types, you might want to go with Postgres. If you need a fast, easy to use database for small to medium-sized web applications, you might choose to go with MySQL. And if you want to write database jokes, well, that's a problem for another day.